We're just gonna get some of these, see if they got any better views. Okay, actually we'll start with this view. Better. So, oh no, I think I missed the view I needed. Okay, we'll make do. We'll use this one. So looking over at photo 1 real quick, please don't not as crowded. We're gonna look on the extensor side of the arm. Just to orient you, here's like the elbow made up of the ulna. Here's the pinky. Here's that bone right there, the ulnar bone. So this is essentially where we left off. Okay? I really think this is what I want. Okay. So if you can see this bone right here, running right there, this muscle right here, that's going to be where we pick up. So again, we're on the extensor side. This muscle is the one closest to the pinky, or the ulna. So this is going to be our extensor carpi ulnaris. When you look at these muscle models, it's going to be slightly confusing because you have this little strip of muscle right up by the elbow that we're not going to be talking about. So you kind of need to forget about that one. All right, so we're going to start just with that first long muscle on the extensor side of the ulna. You can see right there. And the number for that one, I'll do numbers as we go, is 26. And just if you're kind of trying to find it, that's the last one that we're going to be moving like up now instead of going down. All right, the next one in line is the extensor digitorum. Yeah, we split it in cats, but in humans it's just the extensor digitorum. Like I said, we don't need much control of our extension of our digits because it's very easy motion relative to all of the flexion that we do. So this muscle here, it's this very wide fat muscle that just goes straight to the fingers before actually you can kind of see it here dispersing out to the individual fingers. That's what we're looking at. It's the flexor digitorum in humans. All right. That is also number 24, if I can say that. So next, from there, we're going to jump right into the radialis side of things. To, again, reorient you, this muscle right here is, again, the brachioradialis. So if we were to look at it from this view over here, like, yeah, if we're looking at it like we're standing here, we'd be looking at that little junction that I was talking about, that it's a good place to start at. So here we have the brachioradialis. The flexor carpi radialis is broken into two muscles, and those are right here, okay? We have one that's long, that goes the same span as the brachioradialis, and then we have this little short one right here. In anatomy, brevis means short, longus means long. So this little guy right here will be our extensor carpi radialis brevis, and the larger one on top and the longer one on top is the extensor carpi radialis longus. So I'm not going to worry about those ones there. We're not talking about those, which is nice. So the numbers for these guys, I gave you the extensor digitorum. The extensor carpi radialis brevis is 15, and the extensor carpi radialis longus is 14. Alright, so now we've met in the middle with the only muscle I haven't talked about, the flexor digitorum profundus. This muscle is going to be on the flexor side, however, it's deep, and it says that in parentheses next to the X. So when it says deep like that, what it's telling you is that you need to pull one of the puzzle pieces of muscle off, okay? So if we were looking at, oh my gosh, I have too many pictures up here. That's the flexor. All right, all these are flexors, so it's very unhelpful. I'm going to delete the other one. But if we were to look at the muscle that I had up there first, showing all of the extensors, all we would be doing is popping off that one piece that had the plumaris longus and all of those other muscles on it. Just underneath that, we have this little patch of muscle right here. So yeah, you can even see that 20 from the plumaris longus. It's literally right underneath the plumaris longus. We have, I guess 20 was the flexor digitorum superficialis, but right underneath the flexor digitorum superficialis, we have this little chunk of muscle here, which is the flexor digitorum profundus. That's 21. Alright, so I do recommend getting familiar with these guys because it's a lot to know.